Hey everybody, Tanya from ShootingStarSVG back, and today I want to ask the question to niche or not too niche for your Etsy digital products. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and click on like and subscribe below, as that does keep me motivated to continue making these videos so that way you can grow your business and change your life. And if you haven't already, head on over to the Facebook group where we are creating a community of like-minded individuals looking to grow their semi-passive income with digital downloads. So I get this question a lot in the Facebook groups about should I niche or should I not niche down? I will tell you that niching down is important, but it's not like, oh my God, I have to figure this out right away, right? Because when you start a business, you're going to have to work out the kinks as you go through. And this could take some time. So I will be honest with you guys, when I first started, I had no clue what I was doing and I was all over the place. I did some research on, what would do well and what wouldn't. But for those of you who've been following me, I started in August of 2018. And so my first thought process was, let's get fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and start on Christmas. Let's get those up and then kind of go from there. So that's kind of how my shop started. I didn't have a particular direction. I just knew that I wanted to make some extra money, which is probably where a lot of you are, right? And so I'll just show you on the computer screen here. This is my shop now. I've had, over 7,000 sales. I don't do a lot of social media marketing. I don't work a ton on the business. And so this is really good for me. I still don't have a niche in this shop. You can see that it is all over the place. I mean, there's seasonal designs, there's all sorts of stuff in here, and there's really no rhyme or reason to any of it. And so it's just one of those things where basically, I started this, I've created these designs, and I continue to create, and that's kind of where I'm at. And I continue to utilize this shop as sort of a dump shop. So I will put all of my new designs that I sell on design bundles in there. And my design bundle shop is a mishmash of kind of everything, which in my opinion is kind of okay, because design bundles is more curated towards people who are looking to craft and create, whereas Etsy, a lot of people are going there to start looking for a handmade product. They don't necessarily go there for digital, which is why it is so important to niche down for Etsy. Now, my second shop, I did niche down. So I apologize in advance. This is an R-rated shop. I use a lot of bad words. But I decided, in the end of 2020 that I was going to open up this R-rated shop using a bunch of cuss words and naughty sayings and things of that nature. And because I have niched down, I've done very well. So you can see here on the SVGs After Dark, I've made over 1,000 sales in just 1 year. Which again is good for me. I don't have a ton of items. I have 173 items up here. But, I'm able to create and post things to this that are very specific in nature. And because they're very specific in nature, they sell well. I've targeted a market that does not have a lot of traction behind it. So you can see if I open up an incognito window and I go to Etsy and I search for NSFW SVG, not safe for work SVG, a lot of my designs are going to come up, okay? Now, this has become a lot more popular, 2,000 results here over the past year. So not all of my stuff is showing up on the front page, but you'll see a lot of my stuff is showing up on the first page. So it just kind of depends on, what the target is, all right? But I will tell you that the sales have been much better on the niche down shop. I'm actually making more money now on the niche down shop than I am on the previous shop, which I'm okay with that. They've kind of offset each other, where I was making pretty good money with the first one, not so much on the second one, and now the second one's kind of offsetting the money that I'm losing out on the first one. So you don't have to stress. What I'm getting at is you don't have to stress out about niching down right away. What you want to do is you want to pick kind of a category and design around that if you can. But if you're trying to figure out what's selling well, it's okay to upload a mishmash of things. Figure out what's selling well, and then continue to create towards that particular category, okay? So that's really what I want to discuss today. I didn't want to get into the nitty-gritty. People really stress out about this, and I'm like, why, y'all? There's no need to stress out about it. Now, if you're looking at selling SVGs and sublimation, you can put those in the same shop. Even if you're looking to sell stickers and sublimation or planners and stickers, that's okay. You want to make sure they fit well together. But if you're doing wall art and SVGs, those are kind of two different things. You may want to separate them. If you're doing invitations and planners, those are kind of two different things. You could have them in the same shop, but you really want to try to focus, laser focus in. So if you start with invitations and planners, for example, and you notice that the invitations are selling way better than the planners, then you probably want to focus your attention on the invitation side, okay, instead of the planners. You could keep the planners up there, but it's like I wouldn't recommend continuing to create digital planners if the invitations are selling well for you, because people are going to continue to come to your shop looking for invitations. So just keep that in mind when you're creating and you're growing. I'd like to have an open discussion about niches. So if you could drop a comment about what your niche is, or if you don't have a niche, I would be happy to help you. And you can also go over to the Facebook group and we can talk about that there. The link is down in the description box below. Just make sure you answer the questions when you join up. And like I said, don't stress the niche, okay? You don't have to have one right away. It can evolve over time. Businesses evolve over time. You're going to find what works for you. So if you got something out of this video, please go ahead and click on like and subscribe below. And if you need help with SEO or launching your shop because you're just too afraid to start, go check out the courses on the course website. Those are a great deal of help, and the Facebook group will also be able to help you. So if you need anything else, don't hesitate to reach out. ShootingStarSVG, signing out.